Picture Rhymes. These little bears take the bus in to school. They're all very good and obey every rule. When they get to the road, Mommy tells them to stand, and when they cross over, they hold Mommy's hand. They climb on the bus and they both say hello to all of the girls and the boys that they know. The driver is kind, and they all call him Pete. He knows where to go, up and down every street. At crossroads, he always looks left and looks right, and carefully stops when he sees a red light. When he gets to the school, he pulls up without fuss. Oh, it's lovely to travel to school in a bus. Tim has a boat that he sails on the lake. If it sails right across it, how long will it take? It might be a day or an hour or a week or even a year if the boat didn't leak. But losing a boat is a terrible thing. So Tim keeps tight hold of the end of the string. Mary's poor dolly has broken her arm. So Mary is sad and is full of alarm. Now, don't cry, says Mommy. She'll soon be all right. And she mends the poor arm and she ties it up tight. Oh, thank you, says Mary. What a kind thing to do. Now my poor Jemima will be good as new. It's Sally's 6th birthday, and just for a treat, she has chosen the things that she likes best to eat. There's ice cream and jelly and sandwiches too, and a big birthday cake that is red, white, and blue. There are biscuits and buns, there are crisps and some pop, and some of the bears just don't know when to stop. Sally has had lots of presents, of course. A doll and a doll's house, a little black horse, a pretty pink dress and a puppet on strings, and ever so many more beautiful things. But what she likes best of them all is, just look, a lovely fat red-covered fairy tale book. It's holiday time, and what fun it will be! For everyone's come down to stay by the sea. Grandma and Grandpa both sit in their chairs, and Dad's gone to swim with the littlest bears. Bobby is paddling. Mind that big wave. Look, Mommy, he calls. Don't you think that I'm brave? All of the bears have found something to do. Mark's playing grounders with Simon and Sue. Billy is building a fort in the sand. With his bucket and spade, he can make it look grand. Mary and John play with bat and with ball, but lazy Jemima does nothing at all. 3 little bears like to play in the sun. They all bring their toys and are having such fun. Sue has her bike. It is shiny and new. To turn the wheels round, she must push with her shoe. Poor Sam is not happy, and can you see why? His kite is escaping up into the sky. Run quickly and catch it. It's not far away. And then you can fly it another fine day. Peter is lucky with 2 of his toys. Balloons are quiet, but planes make a noise. There are flowers in the grass and green leaves on the tree. And Mommy will soon call them home for their tea. On Friday, the market is held in the square. The stalls are put up and the bears are all there. Lucy and Katie are feeling quite proud as they help Mommy carry her bags through the crowd. They buy eggs and some fish and a beautiful jug. And Mommy has promised them each a new mug. One mug is blue and the other one pink. Which mug belongs to each bear, do you think? Mary likes pink and her sister likes blue. Mommy buys socks and new cardigans too. We do like the market, the little bears say. We're glad every week brings a new market day. Miss Ursula teaches the bears how to dance. They curtsy and bow, they fall back and advance. Each little girl bear wears her prettiest dress. They have beautiful manners and don't make a mess. The little boys all make a very low bow. Take hands, says Miss Ursula. Start dancing now. Take a step to the left and a step to the right. Now, Bobby, don't hold your poor partner so tight. Make a very big circle and dance in a round. Put your feet very carefully down on the ground. Now a bow and a curtsy. Don't scramble or shriek. And I'll see you all back at the same time next week. The bears are all having a holiday treat. They'll take a big basket with nice things to eat. A walk in the country and play by the brook and find lovely flowers. They know where to look. Sam take his rod and some worms in a tin, and Mark has a net to catch tiddlers in. The picnic bags carried by Penny and Jane, it won't weigh so much when they go home again. There are biscuits and apples and orange to drink, sandwiches, cake, and some buns iced with pink. They eat every scrap and then play in the sun, and then they walk home when the picnic is done. While all of the bigger bears work hard at school, Mommy Bear takes the little ones to the pool. They put on their armbands. It's ever such fun. They don't want to come out when the lesson is done. Ben splashes about and he makes a big wave. Betty floats on the top and she feels very brave. Soon they will be able to swim like the others and race through the water with sisters and brothers. They'll paddle and dive and they'll soon do the crawl, and no one will be able to beat them at all. Learning to swim is the greatest of fun for big bears and small bears and everyone. When Simon woke up, he was filled with delight. He saw there'd been lots of thick snow in the night. Come on now, he shouted. Don't lie there in bed. It's been snowing. Let's find the toboggan and sled. You must have breakfast first, Mommy said, and then go. Do wrap yourselves warm, for it's cold in the snow. The snow was so soft. It was ever such fun to slide down the hill in the cold winter sun. They made a big snowman with pipe and with scarf. With his floppy old hat on, he made them all laugh. A good snowball fight is a wonderful game, and weren't they all hungry when dinner time came? Betty and Ben go to play school together. They don't want to miss it, whatever the weather. It's held in the hall at the end of the street. That's the place where the little bears of all meet. Mrs. Bruin's the teacher. She's kind as can be. She reads books and tells stories and brings things to see. She once brought a goldfish that swam to and fro and opened its mouth like a very big O. They make cards for birthdays and Christmases too, with leaves and with flowers they stick on with glue. There's paint and there's paper, there's cardboard and sand. The little bears think that the play school is grand. Granny and Grandpa don't live very far, so the bears often visit them both in the car. They drive through the country and up and down hill. When Mommy drives fast, it is really a thrill. Grandpa's garden is pretty with flowers and trees, and Grandma will give them the best of all teas. They come back in the evening, and Dad drives instead. They watch the sun sinking, so lovely and red. The birds are all settling down for the night, and one star is shining so high and so bright. They play games on the way, counting cows and then sheep. But when they get home, Why, they're all fast asleep.